Boo Boo's Big Heart. Boo Boo was a beautiful, fluffy ragdoll cat with eyes as blue as the summer sky. She loved to nap in sunbeams and chase dust bunnies, but sometimes Boo Boo felt a little bit restless. She wondered what adventures lay just beyond her garden gate. One sunny morning, Boo Boo decided it was time for an adventure. With a swish of her fluffy tail, she slipped quietly out the back door, her blue eyes sparkling with excitement. The world outside seemed to hum with possibilities. She explored her familiar garden first, sniffing every colorful flower and chasing every fluttering leaf. Butterflies danced in the air, and busy bees buzzed from blossom to blossom, but Boo Boo wanted to see something truly new. She ventured a little further than usual, past the tall rose bushes and the old apple tree, into a quiet, overgrown part of the garden she'd never explored before. Thick vines climbed over an old stone wall, and the air felt different, cooler. Suddenly, Boo Boo stopped. Her sensitive ears twitched. She heard a tiny sound. Mew, mew. It was very faint, like a whisper, coming from under a tangle of thorny bushes. Boo Boo perked up her ears, listening carefully. What could it be? Boo Boo followed the tiny sounds, carefully pushing her way through the prickly branches. And there they were, two tiny, scared black kittens, huddled together, shivering a little. One little boy kitten had bright green eyes, wide with fear. He looked so small and a little bit shaky. Boo Boo purred her softest purr, a rumbling sound that said, "It's okay, little ones. I'm here to help." The other kitten, a little girl with warm orange eyes, slowly peeked out from behind her brother. Boo Boo knew right away she had to help them. Boo Boo decided to name the boy kitten Shadow because he was so dark and quiet, like a little shadow. She gently picked him up by the scruff of his neck, just like her own mummy cat had done for her when she was tiny. Shadow felt so light and warm against her fur. Next, she went back for the little girl kitten. Boo Boo named her Marmalade because her orange eyes were as bright as a sunny marmalade jar. Marmalade followed Boo Boo closely, taking tiny, wobbly steps, her little tail twitching with curiosity. It was a slow journey, but Boo Boo was determined to get her new babies home safely. They finally reached the familiar back door, which was still ajar. Just then, a happy bark echoed from the garden path. It was Jelly Bean, the friendly little light brown chihuahua from next door. Her tail wagged like a happy pendulum, and her big eyes were full of curiosity. Right behind her trotted Yogi, a fluffy, dark brown Pomeranian, equally excited by the new smells. Boo Boo gently introduced Shadow and Marmalade to her friends. Jelly Bean gave a happy little sniff, and Yogi let out a soft, welcoming woof. Boo Boo curled up with her new babies, purring contentedly. Her big heart had found two new little ones to love and care for, just like her very own. It was the best adventure ever.